Hello and welcome to another video with Gamers Class. This is Shizzy Dota here, guys, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another video regarding how to start your grind. There's 4 things that you must do before you start your grind. These are things that I personally do as well. They've helped me out a lot in my grind. They've actually helped me increase MMR, and I thought I might as well share it with you guys. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it. So, the first and foremost important thing is to get ready. Now, I know this sounds very basic, and most people are gonna be like, oh, like, obviously, of course we're gonna be ready before we play it. No. You have to be mentally and physically be ready, okay? So, Dota is a game where you're constantly pressing buttons on your keyboard and on your mouse. So you actually have to be physically ready. This means you should exercise. You should stretch up a bit. If you exercise properly, that means push-ups, runs, sit-ups, squats, whatever. That's even better. But you should definitely exercise your fingers before you start a game. I don't know exactly what kind of exercise it is, but I think most people know how to exercise their fingers. You know, you just like open your fists, clench them in, then open them up, clench them in, and eventually your fingers will have more blood circulation, and you can press buttons faster and more effectively. On top of it, you should have some food, some snacks close to you. Something for energy. Definitely keep water close to you. It's like when you're going into a grind, you're gonna have to be investing at least 5 to 6 hours, right? And in these 5 to 6 hours, you cannot just play Dota straight. You need to have some snacks. You need to have some water. Water is a must. Snacks are something really depends on your diet and stuff, but water is a must. You definitely need to have water close to you. And then comes the mentally preparing yourself aspect. Now, mental preparation is where while either you're exercising or before you start your PC or whatever, you want to be mentally ready for the rough games that you're gonna get. That's just how Dota is most of the times. I think if you play 10 games a day, out of those 10 games, 7 games are gonna be really rough, where your teammates are just always looking for conflict. So you have to be mentally ready not to break or snap on one of your teammates. If somebody's being toxic, just mute them. So the first and foremost important thing is get ready. That means mentally and physically. And now that brings us to the second tip of this video, which is watch a replay of someone you look up to or someone that you're inspired by. Now, this player that you look up to or that you're inspired by, he needs to have your playstyle, like the same playstyle as you. For example, I'm an aggressive mid laner, so who would I want to watch as somebody who inspires me? It's gonna be Summel. It's gonna be Thompson. Why? Because they're pretty aggressive mid laners who like to run at the enemy. This works different for everyone. You have to find the carry, mid laner, off laner support that suits your playstyle. You necessarily don't have to look at a pro player. You can also look at someone who's in your circle and you know he's better than you. You have to accept the fact that there are people right now in Dota who are better than you, and if you watch them, you will learn a lot. And maybe they're better than you today, but if you watch them and if you learn from them, you could be better than them tomorrow. Or, well, not exactly tomorrow, but you get the idea. Also, while you're watching replays, you want to learn as much as possible. This means you want to watch every move. If you have to watch the moves twice or thrice, you should. You should also try to predict why they're doing what they're doing. And this will help you get a better perspective and idea on the game and the way they play. So you can try to copy that playstyle, or even better, learn from that playstyle and make one of your own. I think that's the best way to go about it. Learn from a player who's better than you, learn the things he's doing, and then try to implement them in your game and do something unique with it. Copying sometimes isn't the best. That brings us to the third point of this video, which is have a clear view of the game even before you get into the game. So once you watched a replay, of someone you look up to or that somebody inspires you, you would have a clear view of the game. And this means picking your best hero, picking a hero that is definitely in the meta, and picking a hero that you know the counters about, and obviously picking it when there's no counters. Now, if you're somebody who just first picks mid, that's fine, all right? But I would obviously recommend you not to. You definitely want to go the extra mile, not get counter picked. Try to ask or manipulate your team to pick heroes that will complement your hero, or in a way they will deny pick your counters. So a good example for this is, let's say I'm a Storm player and I want to play Storm. It's one of my best heroes, and I know I can carry the game as a Storm Spirit. What would I want to do? I would want to ask my team to pick heroes like Puck, because Puck counters Storm quite hard. I would want to ask my team to pick Anti-Mage, because Anti-Mage counters Storm Spirit pretty hard. So that's a way of manipulating my team, or asking them to pick heroes that counter me. So in a way, I'm still getting a lot of benefits out of somebody picking Anti-Mage on my team, if that makes sense. You can also ban your biggest counter. You should already know this. Your biggest counter, it should be banned for sure. For example, you play a mid invoker and you've been having a hard time laning a TA or a Broodmother or pretty much anything. You should instantly ban this hero. Any hero that you're having trouble against. It could be techies, it could be Lycan, it could be whatever. Alright? Even it's not even like if it's a counter, even if it's something that you just personally don't prefer playing against and you're having a hard time against it, just ban it. So you have that extra edge as you're going into the game. And the fourth and I think the most important thing in this video is you have to motivate yourself. You have to motivate yourself. Nobody else is going to do this for you. If you think your teammates are going to do it for you, if you think somebody will just come into your life out of nowhere to motivate you for your games, it's very highly unlikely. Like I said, if you play 10 games a day, out of those 10 games, 7 to 8 are going to be very rough. Maybe in 1 or 2 games you're going to get some joyful, motivating teammates, but that's also very unlikely. So the best way to go about it is to motivate yourself, have a positive mindset going into these games, and if you do, you won't have to rely on anyone to motivate you. And obviously Dota is a mental game. If you're motivated to play better, you will actually play better. Before you go into these games, tell yourself you are a great player. Tell yourself you can actually achieve a lot in this game. I mean, if you're not gonna believe in yourself, if you're not gonna motivate yourself, who is gonna do it for you? Just ask yourself this. You just have to do it for yourself. And it doesn't ever mean being delusional. Like if you're 3k MMR, you don't have to tell yourself you're the best player in the world. You just have to tell yourself you're good and you can get better if you actually try. You don't have to be delusional, you don't have to be egoistic, you just have to be positive about yourself. That's all you have to do. And if you do these 4 things, guys, these 4 things that I've mentioned in these videos, I actually guarantee you that you will have a higher win rate in your pubs. These things do matter. And I personally learned most of these things quite late. I started implementing these things in my daily Dota routine very late. And once I did, I could notice that my Dota got way better. So, like I said in the beginning, I thought if it helped me out, I should share the same knowledge with you guys and try to help you guys out as well. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good time. Have a good time increasing MMR. Good luck. Shizzy Dota signing out.